Hello everybody, my name is Spade and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. In this episode of Career Mode, we are taking a trip to Phoenix, Arizona to race at Phoenix Raceway in the Fan Shield 500. Phoenix is a track I don't really like, so hopefully I can live up to what we did last episode and get a top 11, but I have my doubts, so at this point, I'm happy with just a top 25. I don't want this intro to be too rambly or too long, so let's just go straight to the track. Taking a look at the left side of your screen, you can see our practice time. Not that great. Our best lap was a 26.688.6, 6 tenths of a second off of our goal time. And then during qualifying, that number only got worse. I ran 3 tenths of a second slower and qualified it in 24th. Somebody did have to drop to the back, so we are going to be starting in 23rd. But I do not like this track. This track in Richmond, I have yet to figure out how to drive. I do not expect this race to go well. I'm going to try my very best, but this has very high potential to go very, very wrong. No more complaining, no more rambling. Let's just start the race.
Going green. Be ready here. Time to go.
And we are green at Phoenix Raceway. The driver that had it fall to the back was Denny Hamlin in the 11 Toyota, our teammate. And we do have, I actually kind of like this paint scheme that Alex Bowman is running. There's a lot of neat paint schemes out here today. That's going to be something interesting to keep an eye on. Anyway, 8 laps in this stage. We have 19 on fuel. We can make it just fine. We can probably make it through the first 2 stages without having to stop for gas. But I'm not sure how my tires are going to like that. So we will see how they look when we get there in the run. But my primary focus is on surviving this race, because I am not feeling all that confident. I know I have to be good at Phoenix because it's the final race of the season. I miss it being Homestead. But it is the final race of the season. So if I ever want to win a championship, I have to understand this track. But I just cannot. I cannot run it. Like, ever since they reworked it, repaved it, adjusted it, I have not been able to figure it out. But we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying to learn this. But we're in 20th right now. We're up 3 positions. We have a bit of a gap onto the driver behind us. That is the 14 of Chase Briscoe, as I just absolutely run over that McDonald's Toyota belonging to Bubba Wallace. So we have a bit of a gap. But knowing me, I'm going to wreck and lose all of that. And it's just going to be a terrible stage. Told you. I just can't make it work. This track is infuriating. It doesn't matter how much time I try to put into it, I cannot figure it out. I can't figure out the right setup or anything for it. And who else is leading this thing but Joey Logano? Absolutely dominated last week at Vegas. And he is coming out with a very strong performance yet again. His teammate Ryan Blaney actually won the pole, but it didn't take long for Logano to take over and start leading some more laps. Penske's the team to beat. I am all over Bubba Wallace right now. Smacked into him again. Got some front end damage, and the right side tires are not looking that great. And that 8 tenths of a second lead or whatever it was is now down to a tenth as Harvick is all over our back bumper in that Ford Mustang. Coming to 2 to go as we hit the line this time by, and I'm going to lose this spot to Harvick because I can't keep it on the bottom. Car is just, the back end just wants to give out on me. I don't know. I can't do it. Any advice for running Phoenix? I am all ears. Any setup ideas? I cannot find something that works for me. White flag in the air. Last lap around on this stage. And now fuel strategy and pit strategy is a question. Do I pit and risk a lot of the time that I've made up, or risk falling back into the pack? Do I stay out for the 3rd stage then? Like, pit now and stay out at the end of this one? Do I pit on both to have fresh equipment? I'm not entirely sure what I should do. But we will finish 21st in stage 1. Danny Hamlin's made his way up to 22nd, so good on him. Everybody else is pitting. We're going to go and take 4 tires, fix the damages. I just don't really know what changes I can make to help me. Let's just get back to the race. We'll see what happens.
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready.
Back under green at Phoenix. We did lose 4 spots on pit road, and I think that was due to fixing the damages, but we have 13 laps in this stage, so a little bit longer. So we're going into turns 1, which used to be turns 3 and 4, but they changed it. I missed old Phoenix, gotta be honest with you.
Hold your line, got one outside.
Sorry.
All right, you're clear.
Some really neat paint schemes out here at Phoenix today. Honestly, pretty cool to look at. I haven't seen some of these yet. Like this Eric Amarola one behind us, the black one. That's super sick.
Inside. All right, clear low. Outside, outside.
Hamlin making a run on our outside. He's probably going to get the spot away from us here and drop us back to 23rd as we make our way in through turn 1. Accelerate through the middle, slow down again, back on the gas. It's what I think you have to do. I don't know. So Hamlin does get around us for that spot. Look at that run they got out of the middle of the corner. Just pulling away from me.
10 laps to go.
10 laps remaining in this stage. Amarola looking to get underneath me as Hamlin makes a move on Bubba Wallace, and Joey Logano is still our leader. These Penske Fords, man. They are tough. 9 laps to go in this stage. 4 laps have been completed, and that was terrible.
Got a car low now.
And now I'm getting into Almirola, and they're wrecking right in front of me. Did someone go around, or? Yep.
Back her down.
That was Cole Custer. It has not been a good couple of weeks for him. We're in 23rd. Do I just pit now and then try to stay out for stage 3 and hope for a caution? No, I think I'm just gonna... You know, I have to do something to try to win this race, so pitting now is probably going to be the best thing for me. We'll pit now and we'll see what happens. All the way back to 39th. I'm not sure if Cole is still in this race. He is. But he is in the back with me.
All clear.
Alright. Yeah, stage points were on the table to begin with, so I'm going to pit, I'm choosing to pit at the end of the stage, and hopefully that sets us up well for the next stage. To stay out, or maybe only take 2 tires, and gain some of those spots back.
Careful, still there.
I'm going to try to make the inside work.
Got one outside.
I'm just going to drive down here on the apron, I guess.
All right, you're clear.
Ooh, I almost got right into the back of Alfredo there. Maybe I did, actually. I couldn't tell.
Clear high, clear high.
Alright, so I'm faster than these cars in the back. And I don't think that's just due to the new tires. I think that is just like I can compete against these guys. But as we get further forward, it just gets these guys so hard to keep up with. Some of these drivers.
All clear.
That was a crazy move.
Careful, still
All
there.
right, going to try to get under Ross Chastain here, coming out of 2 and make our way up to Ricky Stenhouse. Are we 3 wide right now? I think we are. That was not ideal. That could have been a lot worse. All right, getting underneath Ricky Stenhouse. I'm starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
All clear. 2 laps to go.
Up to 27th, so we have gained 12 spots. since the green came out, but with only 2 laps to go, there's not going to be much else we can do. This is right about where we were when the caution came out, though, so...
Careful, still there.
And we have fresher equipment, so we can probably go in, just take 2 tires, and gain some spots.
All right, you're clear.
That's the goal. I mean, our left sides seem alright right now.
Where to go?
Last lap in the stage. I just don't want to put any damage on the car. I just need to survive this lap for this strategy to be even worthwhile. And it looks like Logano is going to win stage number 2 here at Phoenix today.
Hang tight there, driver.
I do get one more spot over Bubba Wallace right before the stage ends. 25th. We're going to go in. We're going to take 2 right sides, just a little bit of gas, and we're going to hope to be up in the top 15. That'd be nice, 10 spots. We're going to take right sides, 1 can of fuel, not going to fix any damage. Let's see where we start.
We're going green. Almost ready.
We are back green at Phoenix for the final stage of the day, and everybody took 2 tires.
Careful, still
So,
there. All clear.
hopefully that's an advantage for me, because these guys should be on old left sides that just can't, unless my pit crew is that bad. But they should all be on old left sides, so I should have more speed than them.
Looking good. Got one inside.
One-
Clear low.
19 laps of fuel left, and we have 13 laps remaining in this stage, so it's just about racing up as high as we can. I would love to get top 15. I just kind of have my doubts. I have slightly fresher equipment than these guys, so that's a really cool scheme that Buscher's running as I
Clear up top.
overdrive this corner.
All clear. Got a car low now.
All right, up to 21st. Make that 22nd as Priest makes a move to our inside as I drive it way too hard into the corner.
Hold your line. Stay high.
That did actually allow me to get a pretty good corner, like middle corner and exit. I should be able to clear Priest, and I do. Can I get underneath Corley Joy? I can.
Careful, still there.
But he pulls away mid-corner. My line is not right through that corner. That's apparent. 11 laps remaining in this race. We are in 21st. Trying to crack into that top 20. We have 1 car to pass to do so.
Still there.
That was a bit of a rough corner exit. But we're going to keep trying to chomp in at this lead that LaJoy has over us. We do force it underneath, make a little bit of contact with his door, but he gets a better center of the corner. We're going to cut this tri-oval a little bit low, see if that helps us out any. It does not really. And Corey LaJoy is able to put the door on us, shut the door on us as we enter the corner, so he's able to keep that position and stop us from racing side by side. But all of this has allowed Cole Custer to pull up to my bumper.
Still there.
Dived it in pretty hard into turn number 3. And Cole Custer keeps gaining. 9 laps remaining to try to get a top 20 finish here at Phoenix. I'd be pretty happy with that, all things considered. But I am just, as my tires are wearing now, I feel like theirs should be so much worse, but I think maybe I'm just driving it harder and they're able to save their tires a little bit. But LaJoy getting underneath Timmy Hill here might be good for me if they race side by side long enough. Not really. I do get a pretty good run out of 2 though. Gonna take it inside of Hill. Gonna try to slide up and block him. I do, but then he does a crossover move, gets underneath me, and that also opens up the door for Cole Custer. So we did have 20th for a split second, but we're gonna end up dropping back to 22nd because of that move. I drove it in a little bit too hard, couldn't hold it on the bottom.
All clear.
And that was, now I'm a little bit off my rhythm, so that was a bad corner for me. But there's still a possibility for this top 20. I got 2 cars to get around. And I just got to keep Justin Haley in my mirror. 6 laps to go, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get another caution here soon. Oh, car is like absolutely sideways. I got on the brakes a little bit too hard coming into that corner. But it doesn't seem to have hurt us that bad. Tried diving it in again. Couldn't quite get it to stick. Tires are all pretty much worn, but it's definitely going to make it through the final 5 laps, no worries. It's just about the handling, if I can keep the car straight with... It's kind of all over the place. It's really squirrely, but also it just wants to push through the corners. It's super tight.
Careful, still there.
4 to go this time at the line. We're going to try to get this 21st position away from Timmy Hill. And take the bottom.
Still there.
Do smack into him a little bit. And I also get very sideways going through turns 1 and 2. But I do get around Timmy Hill, and it looks like I have him completely cleared. So just one more person in my sights to walk away with a top 20 this event. Logano is still our race leader, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch Cole here. We have 3 laps to go in this race, and unless we get a caution, I have my doubts. I do get a pretty good run here on the backstretch, though. But then he's probably going to gain from me here. Yep, through the center of the corner, he's going to pull away from me a little bit as we come to 2 laps to go. Trying to make a move into 1, but couldn't quite make it stick. But I do seem to be getting another decent run onto the backstretch, but he's just a little bit too far ahead. A little bit stronger through this corner that I just don't think I can actually have anything for him. White flag is in the air last time around. Joey Logano is still our race leader. Looks like he's looking for the 2nd straight sweep. He led and won. He won all 3 stages last week at Las Vegas, and he's looking to do it again here at Phoenix as Joey Logano is our race winner. We're coming through 3 and 4 for the last time, and it looks like we are going to walk away from today's event with a 21st place finish. Our worst finish of the year. Better than I thought we were going to do, though. I honestly thought we'd be racing for 30th, not 20th. Anyway, let's go take a look at the race results and move on from this race. Taking a look at the race results, Joey Logano does indeed win this race. He also won both of the stages in this race, meaning that Joey Logano has won the last 6 stages that we have raced. That's crazy. Kyle Larson finishes in 2nd, Kurt Busch in 3rd, Tyler Reddick in 4th, Brad Keselowski in 5th, Ryan Blaney in 6th, Martin Truex Jr. in 7th, Denny Hamlin in 8th, Chase Elliott in 9th, and Eric Jones will round out the top 10. I'm starting to notice a theme with all these events. Penske is dominant. 1st, 5th, and 6th. Wow. They are fast. And Kyle Larson and Joey Logano are just extending their lead on everybody else in terms of points. Looking at 11th through 20th, this is where we'll find 2 of the Hendrick drivers, Alex Bowman and William Byron. We find our teammate, Christopher Bell, finishing in 13th. That's potentially his best finish of the season. And also a couple of Haas cars are found in this finishing group, with Harvick and Cole Custer finishing 18th and 20th, respectively. 21st to 30th is where we find ourselves. We go ahead and take a 21st place finish home. Not great, but not as bad as I thought, so we'll take that. We also have Justin Haley getting another good finish, so he's starting to rebound after 2 early races that just did not go his way. Eric Almirola is in this group, and so is Ross Chastain, not having the season that he wants to have. 31st through 40th, this is where we'll find the likes of Chase Briscoe and Austin Cindric. Nobody DNFing in this event. All 40 cars who started the race managed to make it to the checkered flag. So, good on us. Let's go ahead and take a look at the points after race number 5. Taking a look at the point standings, Joey Logano has extended his lead over Kyle Larson to 27 points with his win today. Brad Keselowski is in 3rd and Ryan Blaney is in 7th. These Penske cars, I'm going to keep saying it, they are dominating. We find teammate Martin Truex Jr. in 6th position, the highest running Gibbs driver. Denny Hamlin is in 8th. We drop out of the top 10 to 11th, right behind Matt DiBenedetto, 1 point difference. Christopher Bell is the lowest running Gibbs driver. He is in 24th after 5 races. And after 2 poor starts, Daytona and Mid-Ohio not going Justin Haley's way, DNFing out of both of them. In 3 races, he managed to make his way up to 30th, getting 48 points. Fastest lap of the event goes to Martin Truex Jr. with a 25.971. Most laps led, Joey Logano, he leads 39 laps. He just dominating everything he does. On the move, Denny Hamlin started in the rear and finishes 8th. And Chris Buescher, tough break, started 8th and finished 25th. So really not that bad of a run, if I'm going to be honest. In all honesty, Phoenix was kind of boring in this episode. Only 1 accident in the entire race. That came in stage 2 when Cole Custer spun it coming out of turn number 2. Other than that, we had to work our way up from 39th once, and we just kind of hung out in that 20th to 25th range all race long. However, all that being said, we are going to Atlanta next week, and Atlanta is a track I absolutely love. I am very excited for these next 3 races because this is my strongest point of the schedule. We have Atlanta next episode, Bristol, the episode after that, and then Martinsville. Martinsville's a bit but I feel really, really good about this next little stretch. So be sure to tune into those episodes to see if we can get our win and try to lock ourselves into these playoffs. Thank you all for tuning in and spending your time with me.